Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Not too much changed over the course of the, well, afternoon for me. Depends on where you live. You might have a different time zone, but not too much changed. So ETH indeed, I mean, in a really nice way, obviously pushed above that 1992 level that I explained and discussed in previous videos. We did highlight that if we get a break above 1992, that we will start to assume that a low has been made in this wave 4 and that we then should, in the next step, reach that descending trend line, the upper boundary line. And I shared with you already in the last video a deeper pullback zone or a pullback, or actually did I? Can't remember if I did that in the last video or just for channel members. But anyway, we've got a support area now because technically we have an ABC structure complete or nearly complete now. So we might just come down right now. We'll see, but it reached obviously now this key descending trend line. It looks to me as if this is just a 3-wave move. You can count it as a 5-wave move if you really want to. It doesn't make a difference to me at this stage because if this is a wave 1 and 5 waves or 3 waves, doesn't really affect the analysis at this stage. We have 2 wave counts. Either this is in the blue count, an ABC structure that's unfolding, or in an ABC structure, a wave 1 of a larger diagonal in wave 5. So either way, I remain focused on higher prices as long as the 1940 level is holding now, okay? So that's the distance of the beginning of the potential wave 1 to the top of the wave 1, and then the relevant Fibonacci levels. So that's just support. Doesn't mean it has to come down to that level. But as long as 1940 is holding, I can sort of, you know, it's a reasonable expectation to watch for a third wave rally. It's not a high probability wave count. I did say that in the Bitcoin video as well. It's very similar because also on the Bitcoin chart, we're dealing with corrective structures here. The reason we are dealing with corrective structures is it's likely, I mean, either we are still in the correction, okay, or we are in wave 5 and the wave 5 can be an ending diagonal. So I see only 3. Yeah, you might be able to count it as 5, but it's not highly, you know, it's not very reliable. This was also 5 waves. I mean, see, it's just a small time frame, and I'd rather count it as 3. Keeps us on our toes, shows us it's not high probability. It is still my primary scenario, yeah, that we can, anyway, we're watching for higher prices. But it's not like, oh, we have an impulse and, you know, it's sort of, it's not very clear. The test will come in this support area here, which is between 1940 and 1981. I mean, it doesn't even need to come down to that level, right? It's just support. So this is, however, the area where I'd like to see a wave 2 get into, or a B wave. I could also add the 38.2 Fib level, but it doesn't really make a difference because important is that it shouldn't really break below 1940. I mean, that's really the important support, 1940. And also it doesn't matter because the larger orange box is also a support area. So, you know, I just want to emphasize 1940 is now the key support for this wave 2 or B wave, and then another third wave or C wave could unfold as long as that level is holding. Ideally, ideally it doesn't even break below 1981, but if it has to go deep into support, then 1940 will be key. Below that level, I have to assume the larger degree fourth wave is still unfolding, which would also not be a disaster. It would just be a very complex correction which has then unfolded here. Yeah? But to confirm that, I need to see some kind of an probably impulsive move down or any kind of move below 1940, which then eventually takes out 1909 as well. So not too much to add. So I think what I'm watching for now is potentially a pullback into this support zone. So I would assume lower prices from here at the moment. Just because, you know, we have reached here this descending trend line. Basically, if this is a diagonal, we have 3 waves complete. A pullback gets more likely. Even in a correction, we have 3 waves complete. I mean, an A wave can be 5 waves, yes, but in addition to that, we've just sort of reached at a key level, really. So we'll see. But overall, I think it's still reasonable to watch for higher prices there in the third wave of a larger degree fifth wave. But it just needs to hold 1940 for that. And again, if we break below that, then all we have to do is to reset wave 4, and it might try to touch that support line there, the lower boundary line of the descending price channel, just a little lower. Okay, that's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.